Chapter 1: The Antique Shop. 17-year-old Mia had always been fascinated by history. She loved the stories of the past, the way they could transport her to another time and place. Her weekends were often spent browsing through antique shops, searching for hidden treasures and relics of bygone eras. It was in one of these quaint shops, tucked away in a forgotten corner of town, that she stumbled upon something extraordinary. The shop was dimly lit, filled with the scent of aged wood and leather. Shelves and tables overflowed with trinkets, old books, and curious artifacts. Mia's eyes scanned the room, settling on a dusty, leather-bound book tucked away on a high shelf. Something about it called to her, and she reached up to pull it down. The book was a diary, its cover adorned with intricate gold patterns. The pages were yellowed with age, and the handwriting was elegant and precise. As Mia flipped through the pages, she realized that the diary belonged to a young woman named Eleanor, who had lived over 100 years ago. But this was no ordinary diary. Interspersed among the daily entries were strange symbols and sketches of mechanical devices. Intrigued, Mia took the diary to the shopkeeper, an elderly man with a kind smile and twinkling eyes. "How much for this?" she asked, holding up the book. The shopkeeper studied the diary for a moment before nodding. The Time Traveler's Diary. A fascinating find, indeed. It's yours for $20. Mia handed over the money, feeling a thrill of excitement as she left the shop. She couldn't wait to delve into the mysteries of Eleanor's life. Chapter 2: Unlocking the Secrets. That evening, Mia sat at her desk, the diary open in front of her. She began reading Eleanor's entries, learning about her life in the late 19th century. Eleanor had been a brilliant and curious young woman, much like Mia herself. She had a passion for science and engineering, fields that were not commonly pursued by women of her time. As Mia read on, she discovered that Eleanor had been working on a secret project, a time machine. The sketches in the diary detailed the construction of a complex device, powered by a mysterious crystal that Eleanor had discovered. The entries described her experiments, her successes and failures, and her determination to unlock the secrets of time travel. One entry, in particular, caught Mia's attention. It was dated June 14, 1895. "Today, I made a breakthrough. The machine is nearly complete, and I believe I have found the key to activating it. The crystal, when aligned with the celestial coordinates, should generate enough power to open a portal through time. Tomorrow, I will attempt my first journey." Mia's heart raced as she read the words. Could it be possible that Eleanor had succeeded in her quest? And if so, what had become of her? Driven by curiosity, Mia decided to follow in Eleanor's footsteps and complete the time machine. Chapter 3: The Construction. Over the next few weeks, Mia devoted herself to the task of building the time machine. She gathered materials, studied Eleanor's sketches, and meticulously assembled the device. The centerpiece of the machine was the crystal, a brilliant, multifaceted gem that seemed to glow with an inner light. Mia had found it hidden in a secret compartment of the diary's cover, along with a set of detailed instructions. As she worked, Mia felt a deep connection to Eleanor. It was as if the two of them were linked across time, sharing the same dream and the same determination. The process was challenging, but Mia was undeterred. She encountered numerous setbacks and obstacles, but with each one, she grew more determined to succeed. Finally, after weeks of hard work, the machine was complete. It was a magnificent contraption, a blend of Victorian elegance and futuristic design. The crystal sat at the heart of the machine, surrounded by a series of gears, levers, and dials. Mia took a deep breath and prepared to activate it. Chapter 4: The First Journey. Mia set the coordinates to June 15, 1895, the day after Eleanor had planned to test the machine. She carefully aligned the crystal and flipped the switch. The machine hummed to life, the gears turning and the crystal glowing brighter and brighter. A portal began to form, swirling with light and energy. With a mixture of fear and excitement, Mia stepped into the portal. She felt a strange sensation, as if she were being stretched and pulled in all directions. Then, with a sudden jolt, she found herself standing in a small, cluttered workshop. The air was filled with the scent of oil and metal, and the room was lit by the warm glow of gas lamps. Mia looked around, her heart pounding. She had done it. She had traveled back in time. She was in Eleanor's workshop, on the very day that she had planned to test the time machine. As she explored the workshop, she heard a soft voice behind her. "Who are you? How did you get in here?" Mia turned to see a young woman standing in the doorway, her eyes wide with shock and curiosity. It was Eleanor. Chapter 5: Meeting Eleanor. Mia quickly introduced herself, explaining that she had found Eleanor's diary and completed the time machine. Eleanor listened in amazement, her eyes shining with excitement. She had always dreamed of proving her theories and seeing the results of her work, and now, here was the proof standing right in front of her. The two young women quickly became friends, bonding over their shared love of science and adventure. Eleanor showed Mia around her workshop, explaining her experiments and theories in detail. Mia was fascinated by Eleanor's brilliance and creativity, and she felt honored to be part of her journey. Together, they decided to test the time machine once more. Eleanor set the coordinates for a different date, and the two of them stepped into the portal. They traveled to various points in time, exploring different eras and witnessing historical events firsthand. Each journey was filled with wonder and excitement, and the bond between Mia and Eleanor grew stronger with each adventure. Chapter 6: The Hidden Danger. As they continued their travels, Mia and Eleanor began to notice something strange. Each time they returned to the present, small changes had occurred. Objects were out of place, events had unfolded differently, and people they had known had different memories. It was as if their journeys were altering the fabric of time itself. Realizing the potential danger, Mia and Eleanor knew they had to be careful. They decided to limit their travels and focus on understanding the effects of time travel. They conducted experiments, meticulously documenting their findings and developing theories about the nature of time and causality. One day, while reviewing their notes, they discovered a pattern. The changes in the present were not random, they were being influenced by a mysterious force. Someone or something was manipulating the timeline, using their travels as a catalyst. Determined to uncover the truth, Mia and Eleanor set out on their most dangerous journey yet. They traced the disturbances to a specific point in time and space, a hidden laboratory in the distant future. There, they encountered a rogue scientist named Dr. Calder, who had discovered the secret of time travel and was using it for his own nefarious purposes. Chapter 7: Confronting the Rogue Scientist. Dr. Calder was a formidable adversary, a man driven by ambition and a desire for power. He had been using the time machine to alter history, shaping events to suit his own agenda. His manipulations had caused the disturbances that Mia and Eleanor had detected, and his actions threatened the very fabric of reality. Mia and Eleanor confronted Dr. Calder, demanding that he cease his experiments and restore the timeline. But Calder was not easily swayed. He saw time as a tool to be wielded, a resource to be exploited for his own gain. He refused to back down, and a tense standoff ensued. Realizing that they could not reason with Calder, Mia and Eleanor devised a plan to sabotage his time machine. They infiltrated his laboratory, carefully avoiding detection, and set to work dismantling the device. It was a risky and dangerous mission, but their determination and ingenuity carried them through. As they worked, they encountered Calder's notes and records, revealing the extent of his manipulations. He had altered key events in history, creating a web of lies and deceit that spanned centuries. His ultimate goal was to establish himself as a ruler, a master of time who controlled the fate of humanity. With their hearts pounding, Mia and Eleanor completed their task. They disabled Calder's time machine, ensuring that he could no longer tamper with the timeline. As they made their escape, they were confronted by Calder himself. A fierce battle ensued, with Calder using his knowledge of time to gain the upper hand. But Mia and Eleanor's bond and determination proved stronger. They outsmarted Calder, trapping him in a temporal loop from which he could not escape. With the rogue scientist defeated, they activated the time machine one last time, returning to their own time. Chapter 8: The Final Journey. Back in the present, Mia and Eleanor worked tirelessly to repair the damage caused by Calder's manipulations. They used their knowledge and skills to restore the timeline, ensuring that history unfolded as it should. It was a painstaking process, but their dedication and teamwork made it possible. As they completed their final journey, Mia felt a sense of closure. She had uncovered the secrets of the time traveler's diary, made incredible discoveries, and formed an unbreakable bond with Eleanor. Their adventures had changed her life in ways she could never have imagined. Eleanor, too, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She had achieved her dream of proving her theories and exploring the wonders of time travel. She had found a true friend in Mia, someone who shared her passion and determination. With the timeline restored, Mia and Eleanor knew that their adventures were over, at least for now. They carefully dismantled the time machine, preserving its components and records for future generations. They vowed to protect the knowledge and secrets they had uncovered, ensuring that it would be used responsibly. Epilogue: A Legacy of Adventure. Years passed, and Mia and Eleanor's story became the stuff of legend. Their adventures were recorded in history books, inspiring new generations of scientists, explorers, and dreamers. The time traveler's diary was preserved as a treasured artifact, a symbol of their incredible journey. Mia went on to become a renowned historian and author, sharing her experiences and discoveries with the world. She traveled far and wide, always seeking new knowledge and understanding. Eleanor continued her work in science and engineering, making groundbreaking advancements and mentoring young minds. Their friendship endured, a bond that transcended time itself. They remained connected by their shared adventures, their passion for discovery, and their commitment to protecting the timeline. The time traveler's diary, once a forgotten relic in an antique shop, had transformed their lives and left an indelible mark on history. It was a reminder that the past, present, and future are intertwined, and that the power of curiosity, determination, and friendship can shape the course of time. And so, the legacy of the time traveler's diary lived on, a testament to the wonders of history, the magic of discovery, and the unbreakable bonds of friendship. Mia and Eleanor's story was a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding us all that the adventure of a lifetime could be found in the pages of a book, the workings of a machine, and the hearts of two extraordinary young women.